All right, what's going on, everybody? So, we got a few updates to some of the topics that I covered the other day. We got a lot of interesting news to cover. Like always, I will have the timestamps in the description, so if you guys want to skip to any of the topics that you want to hear, you can go ahead and do that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the first topic. And I should say before we start that I am recording on my phone right now. So that's why the quality might not be as good as my other videos. So just kind of putting that out there. And the only reason I'm recording on my phone is simply because, my computer's acting up right now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the first topic. So the first thing I want to cover is My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission, the third My Hero movie. We just got the title. We got the title the other day, and then we got the release date. And so now today, with the first episode of My Hero Academia Season 5 out here, we got the first teaser. We got the teaser for the movie, and just judging off of the plot, I can't say I'm very keen on the plot, and I'm kind of worried this movie is going to suffer from the third movie curse. Now, to kind of get into the plot of the movie, or at least what we know so far. Essentially, Deku will be wanted by authorities in the movie. We see in the trailer a news broadcast where it says that Deku is wanted for murder. That's most likely going to be him. Just essentially, he was probably framed for murder. He's probably being framed. That's just my guess. It's just me speculating. He's probably been framed for murder. We all know he didn't do it, so it's more likely he's going to be framed for murder. And then we also get these stealth suits that we've seen. We actually get confirmation that those are stealth suits. I don't think they've ever clarified that those were stealth suits that Bakugo, Deku, and Shoto were wearing when we see them jumping out of the plane. And that obviously makes sense. I mean, they're in all black, so yeah, the stealth suits. I'm not too crazy about the suits themselves, but whatever. We also see in the trailer, in addition to Shoto, Deku, and Bakugo jumping out of the plane, descending in the air, and then it looks like they're going to be doing something there. We also get to see the pro heroes. They're like of course, some of the heroes can fly, but then we also see some of them just kind of going through the air also. We do get this brief image, we don't get to see the face of the villain. Like, we don't get to see the actual, villain completely. Like, his face, we don't get to see the face. We see a little bit of his eye, I believe. We get to see, like, his foot or whatever. But we also get this image of the villain where he's essentially standing on top of what looks like a defeated Ochako, Suyu, Kirishima. There might have been some other characters there that I can't remember off the top of my head, but essentially we get a peek at the villain, but we don't get to see him fully. And then the narration states that essentially there's going to be this big this big crisis, this big world destruction crisis in 2 hours. So, like, here's the thing. I mentioned the third movie curse, like, a lot. So, like, we can see a lot with sequels. You see this a lot with sequels. You can even see this when you compare the first movie, the first My Hero Academia movie, to the second movie. With sequels, they always try to one up each other. And so this looks to be doing that. It looks to really be even bigger than the last one in terms of scale. Like I said, I'm not too keen on the plot. Like, just reading the plot description of this, like, I'm sure it'll be entertaining. I'm not sure if it's gonna be as good as the second one. I mean, I'm obviously excited for it, but at the same time, just the plot, I'm not too keen on it. That's just me. Some of y'all might feel differently, but that's all we got in terms of new information in regards to My Hero Academia, a World Heroes Mission, which I'm not too keen on that name either. But yeah, that's pretty much all we got on that. So the next thing I want to cover is just a quick update in regards to some of the news that I covered the other day in regards to Dr. Stone Season 3. So the other day I talked about how Dr. Stone Season 3's confirmation was leaked, but I didn't know where the source came from. So now on Thursday, following the season finale for Dr. Stone's Stone Wars, we got a promotional video that Toho Animation released confirming that season 3 is indeed happening. And season 3 will cover the Age of Exploration arc. No word yet on whether this is going to be a dual core, whether this is going to have whether this is going to be a full 24 episode season like season 1. But I'm really hoping and praying that's the case, because as much as I like season 2, it was very short, and I wish it was longer. But I guess there wasn't really a need for a longer season this time. I'm really hoping that it's longer than 11 episodes. But if you're planning on, for any of y'all that want to pick up where the anime left off in terms of the manga, because that's what I'm thinking I might do. Now, normally I don't like to spoil myself with manga when it comes to shows, but sometimes I will do that. And so I'm planning on picking up Volume 10. That's what you need to pick up, Volume 10, because the anime ends on Chapter 82. So you might want to pick up Volume 10 if you're planning on reading the manga. If you can't wait for Season 3, then you might want to just pick up the manga, pick up Volume 10. So the last topic that I want to talk about, actually no, this isn't the last topic, there's one more after this. Jujutsu Kaisen 0. So previously in another video I talked about the fact that there was a domain registration for a Jujutsu Kaisen movie, and I know that caught a lot of people off guard. This anime has been blowing up. It's honestly been bigger than what I imagined it was gonna be. I didn't think that this was gonna blow up like it did, so I hold the L there. But Jujutsu Kaisen 0 is going to get a movie adaptation. It's going to be done by Studio Mappa. And for those of y'all that don't know what Jujutsu Kaisen 0 is, it's essentially a prequel. From my understanding, it's a prequel to the series. So they're going to essentially be doing a movie based off of that. We got this confirmation on Friday when the anime season ended. We don't know whether there's going to be a season 2. But like I said in the other video, that's more than likely going to be the case. We are going to be getting a season 2. It's just a matter of time until they confirm it. Also, the film will be coming out in the winter, so be looking forward to that. We'll probably be getting, if I had to guess, we'll probably get the movie in the fall. Depending on how the dubbing situation goes, we'll probably get the movie in the fall over here in the States and everywhere else. So be excited for Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Jujutsu Kaisen fans, I still haven't caught up to that show. Probably, like I've said before, I'm probably just gonna wait until the dub ends and then go ahead and just watch it then. So now here's the final thing I wanted to talk about. So the final thing I wanted to talk about, like the other day I talked about the Promised Neverland and that ending that a lot of people are mad about. And so I read an article yesterday on Anime News Network, and I'll leave links in the description to all the stuff I'm talking about. But I read an article yesterday, it covered the fact that, a lot of fans are mad over this botched ending, and rightfully so. Even if you, whether you are a manga only guy, well, I shouldn't say manga only, whether you are somebody that has read the manga or are a anime only guy like me who hasn't read the manga, nobody was satisfied with that ending, whether you were okay with the ending itself. Everyone was mad about pretty much the way that they handled this. They completely rushed it. And then that's the main thing for me personally. I just feel like they rushed it, and a lot of people feel the same way. And what's crazy is, so apparently a lot of keen fans saw that essentially the last two episodes, episode 10 and 11, the author's name wasn't even on it. I didn't even know this. So the author's name wasn't even on the last couple of episodes. And usually that is not a good sign, right? It seems like, and some of this is going to be speculation that I'm saying, but judging off of something that I read yesterday, where essentially it seems like the author told them to do their own thing. And so here's the thing. It seems like the author pulled a Aaron McGruder and is just take my name off this, because I don't want them thinking that this was, because obviously the author did supervise a lot of the season, but it seems as though the last couple of episodes, that was all the studio. that was all the studio in terms of like the ending and everything. And I don't know how true this is. I don't know how true this is that the author told them to basically make everything different. And I'm starting to kind of connect the dots because I saw a video the other day. I didn't watch the video, but I saw a few videos where essentially like the fans, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, manga, people that have read the manga, but I saw some videos where like the thumbnail and the title of the videos was like basically fans of the manga weren't satisfied with the ending. They felt like it ruined the it ruined the series. And so I'm starting to connect the dots, and I'm like, okay, maybe the author wanted them to do things differently here in order to avoid fan backlash, but that ended up backfiring on them because not only do fans hate the ending, a lot of fans hate this season as a whole. So it kind of seems like that whole thing kind of backfired on them, and it seems like the author just, like I said, it seems like the author just pulled a Aaron McGruder and basically said, yo, take my name off of this, and his name wasn't even in the credits of the last episode, so it's kind of spooky. And I'm seeing a lot of the tweets that people tweeted out, people talking about how bad this thing is, and one tweet caught my eye by Lightning446. He says, what was that Promised Neverland finale? I was hoping it would go somewhere more original, if not sticking to the manga, but it's like they said, we don't care anymore, just end it. And that's exactly how it felt. Like, that's exactly how that ending felt when you see them basically. They gave us a slideshow at the end. They basically gave us a quick slideshow at the end where we could have gotten even if y'all didn't want to do another season, y'all could at least gave us 2 more episodes. I said that in my other video covering this already, but y'all could at least gave us 2 more episodes. I mean, they straight up acted like they didn't care anymore at the end of the day. So that's all the news I got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think about any of these news topics. Thank you guys for watching. Apologies for the bad audio quality and everything, but thank you guys for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.